Hey, what's up? Robbie Savage here from the Old Ball Game. It's October here in lovely Syracuse, New York, and if you're like me, and you're probably not, that means you've got the fever for the flavor of the playoffs. Yeah, there's this other game that used to be like a big deal in this country before the NFL bought off all the television rights. That's right, it's October and it's baseball season, and some of us still love baseball. I know all you naysayers out there will be saying all these things about, steroids, performance-enhancing drugs, and the games are too long. Well, shut up! At least my guys who take steroids only hit home runs and not their wives. Am I right, people, or am I right? Except for you, Brett Myers. People don't forget. Anyways, I decided to take my $1 and head over to the local pawn shop to get a game. They didn't have any baseball games, and I was about to leave until I noticed underneath the air conditioner, holding it up in the window, was a $1 copy of MVP 2005 for Nintendo GameCube. Wrong game! Woo! There we go. MVP 2005, the greatest baseball game ever made, and the cheap-ass shit where the fun ratio never stops. That's talking about more fun, less money. So let's go ahead and get into the actual review here.
In the retro game world, used sports games have reasonably low value. Most fans of the games feel the need to get the new versions year to year, and I can't say as I blame them. The great value in this game in particular, IMHO, is that the MVP series was so well done and around for such a short period of time. To my knowledge, EA only produced 2 Major League versions of this game before losing their licensing agreement, and a third version which was NCAA baseball. But no one gives a shit about college baseball except talent scouts, and they are old as shit. Colleges don't even like college baseball.
Whoa. What the f*** is that? That's the wrong clip, you f***ing idiot. God damn it! You gotta do everything yourself. And I let my mother cut the footage this week, and that's the last time. I tell you, she's out on her ass. Anyways, let's get back to it with the real game footage.
So what makes MVP baseball so great? Believe it or not, it has nothing to do with all the bells and whistles which are generally added yearly for annual sports games, though it does have many bells and a few whistles, which I will get into in a moment. What makes it great at its heart is its playability. The game is easy to pick up, not overcomplicated in its mechanics, and still maintains its status as a pretty damn decent baseball simulation. For people who love tinkering and agonizing over statistics, there are plenty of options for you here. The game comes with a Dynasty mode in which you take control of a Major League franchise and its minor league affiliates. There are plenty of customizable options in all game modes, so it's really up to you how customized you want your Dynasty experience to be. Personally, I like to turn off the money, do a fantasy draft, and make a ridiculous team. But you certainly can play it more legit than that. You can really play it any way you want. You can even do a create a player, but this system is admittedly very primitive by standards set now by the fantastic PlayStation exclusive MLB The Show. It's still fun to do either way. I like to make all my players Dominicans. They strike out like crazy, have power, run like the wind, and they're all named Jose. It can become quite tedious to manage the rosters of 4 teams, so there is an auto-setting option to fill in the gaps for you. Are you able to meet the franchise goals sent to you by the owner via your email inbox? If so, then you may be on your way to running a franchise for up to 120 years of historical simulation. If you fail, well, I'm pretty sure if Brian Cashman still has a job, then so will you. Topical! The only real ding I can give this is that player development is really askewed and doesn't really bear much realism. But hey, the gameplay is fun. And in addition to Dynasty mode, there's an even more statistic-driven mode, like you needed it, called Owner mode, in which you can really get into the fine details, and I mean fine details. Whether it be designing a new stadium for your team or increasing the price of hot dogs and popcorn in the stand, it's up to you to keep your franchise running. The real star of this game, as I've mentioned time and time again, is the gameplay. And there's a lot of depth there without having to take a college course worth of practice. Remember, college baseball sucks. Hitting is intuitive, relying on a good eye and one-button-based mechanics. One button to show. It's just one button, like how there's one bat. There are a plethora of options for batting, including hot-cold zones, outlining the strike zone, moving your batter around the box to mess with the opposing pitcher's plans. The pitching interface is simple to get the hang of, but quickly you'll learn how a plan of attack is necessary and changes from batter to batter, as it should be in a baseball simulation. There's no calls coming from the catcher in this game, so it's really up to you to get these guys out. The fielding isn't too tough, but the base running can get a bit muddled. Overall, this is my personal favorite baseball game of all time, and I thought I had lost it forever. For 99 cents, you can't go wrong. So don't go out there and spoil our little secret about how this game is worth literally twice that amount. When it comes to having a great time on the cheap, I would highly recommend grabbing a copy of MVP Baseball 05 for any of the various systems of its day.
So anyways, that's my review for this week. I've been doing a lot of GameCube games lately because you can find them for practically nothing. As with most Nintendo products, there's a lot of shovelware out there, but if you want to sift through the bins a little bit, you're going to find some quality gems. These games can also mostly be played on the Wii as well, I'm told, but last time I checked, they don't have Wiis that you can steal from the Funland at McDonald's when the people working there are out smoking. So, anyways, this is Rock Bottom Reviews. Leave us a comment at the bottom. Other than you suck, please, but, well, you know what? Tell me I suck. At least it's a response, and there's no such thing as bad publicity. As always, hit me up at Just A Bit Outside on Xbox 360 and Just A Bit Outside S1DE on PlayStation Network. Had to change that because apparently there's another Just A Bit Outside. I thought we had it all cleared when we went to Ellis Island, but I guess I digress. So anyways...
Hey! Get the hell out of here! What are you doing?
Apparently they just caught on that I jumped the fence, but you know what? This place sucked. You can't even smoke in a ballpark anymore. I'm going home and playing some
Get out of here!
MVP.
Conversion good. 42 points. Game over.